Hey, YouTube. Y'all catch the gentleman's panel last night? My apologies to the people who think I talk about J.Wilson too much. But for me, this dude has become more entertaining than watching Donald Trump's demise. Okay, last night they were talking. I'm not in any hurry to make any new enemies, so we're only going to focus on the one who's already my enemy. This J.Wilson. To watch that dude sit up there and get tongue-tied on the subjects, they went through, wait a minute. First they went through the letters of the LGBTQ. I think they stopped at Q, right? Asking them various questions about how do you feel about such and such, this community, that community, how you define each community, things like that. In a general. But when they got to talking about the bisexual, Lord have mercy. You could hear a pin drop in J.Wilson's window, right? So he says that he don't like he prefers men because women are nags. And something occurred. What occurred to me, what I took from that is, and he said, "Oh, not all women," trying to clean it up so he can keep those subscribers, right? He said, he said, "Oh, the ones I've had dealings with, they all nags." Could it be, J.Wilson, that your perception is that they're nags because you're gay? Maybe that's what the perception. That's what the problem is. You see them as nags because they want you to eat that. Hold on. Let me slow down. Sometimes I talk too fast. They want you to do certain things, right? And every time they ask you to do these things, or suggest or imply that you do these things, you see them as nags. Because you don't want to do it. That's what the problem is, Negro. Straight men are attracted to them. Men who are attracted to women do not see them in the same light as somebody who feels like they are being made to do something they don't want to do. You don't want to go and make love because you don't want to be there. So you see them as nagging you when they want to have sex. We're just speaking about the sexual part for the moment. When they want you to go down and take a dip in the lady pond, you're grossed out. If I was a woman, I would keep your head down there. Just go ahead. Boy, gonna kill me, Eddie. Excuse me. If I were a woman and you were my man, you'd be eating every night. This is why he sees women as nags. Because they want something that he does not really want. He's pretending he wants it. So he says that I don't have a problem having sex with women. Well, you mean you don't have a problem? You're supposed to want it. It's supposed to be a desirable thing. You act like it's something I'll put up with. Why would it be a problem to have sex with a woman? If you were bisexual or heterosexual, I'll do it. Like you're doing her a favor or something. J.Wilson, you are some kind of repressed homosexual. A lot of denial. And what you're saying basically is, in your obsession with this church life, you've attempted to play the role. And you found it undesirable. But because you were able to get her erection, you labeled yourself a bisexual. When I was in the streets, I had sex with heterosexual people all the time. They have not had a problem getting an erection. People can have sex. Ask the guys in prison. People can have sex. That doesn't make you a bisexual, though. This is why you feel like they're nags. They want you to come over. They're kind of laying in the seat, waiting for their kiss. You don't want to kiss them. You're just pretending. You're just playing a role. So this is my guess of what happened. He said, I can go at any church and get a woman. Where did the church come in? You say you went to college. Shouldn't you have been thinking about college or the airlines or where else you work at? You said you work at the school faculty. Why did you immediately jump to, I can go in any church and get a woman? See, that bisexual thing is tied to the church. That bisexual part is tied to the church pretending, playing make-believe, trying to be something that you're not. You find them nagging you because you don't want to be there. You're not sexually attracted to them. You know how many faults men have tremendous amounts of faults, right? The alpha male can be one of the most arrogant, ignorant, stupidest people on earth. They got all kind of issues. Men, more so than even women. But you don't see any of that. You know why? You don't see them that way because you're attracted to them. You see, it comes down to attraction. Many people will say that's the arrogant asshole. You don't see him as an arrogant asshole, but you see him as masculine because you're attracted to him. Okay? Let me see if I put anything else down here with Mr. Wilson. I'm not talking about these other guys. I don't know them. Let me see. When they start talking about bottom shaming, again, you could hear a pin drop in J.Wilson's section. When he came out, when Wally made him come out, he came on, the first thing he said out of his mouth, I'm a top. In my 60 years of living, I have never heard anybody come out that way. I have never once heard a person come out, I'm bisexual, I'm a top. Like it's the same sentence. Who are you trying to prove that you're a top to, child? Did nobody ask you about your position in sex? So now he was so adamant that he was a top, right? He had to let everybody know he was a top. So now his position has shifted slightly. Because before he was identifying himself as a top, right? It felt like the whole world should know that. Don't think I'm down there getting up their ass. Now he's changed that to, whatever happens in the bedroom is only between those two people. It's nobody else's business. Can I get a witness? There are witnesses out there. One in particular, name starts with the M. J.Wilson, there's nothing wrong with being a bottom. You should have talked about, when you're talking about bottom shaming, you should have talked about, I live in San Francisco, honey, you are hard pressed to find the top. So, hard pressed. So you can be the ugliest man on earth, but if you're a top, the world is your oyster. So a tremendous percentage of gay men are bottoms. J.Wilson, you should have been figuring this shit out 19, 22, 23. You should certainly know who you are. 25, I'd say at the least. But you just coming out in your 50s. Come on, man. These are things you should have figured out a long time ago. And so help this boy that you done got involved with. What else he say? Wait a minute. He said that not everybody can deal with him, which is true. I can imagine that part very easily. Not everybody's going to deal with all that. All your issues. And your issues around sexuality. But, wait a minute. Yeah, you're a little too eager to say you're in love and all that. You started that at 3 weeks. That's my partner. I'm in love. He loves me unconditionally. In 3 weeks. I mean, you see him 2 or 3 times. You start putting all this on this man. J.Wilson, my gay brother. Let this bisexual shit go. You ain't no damn bisexual, honey. all the bisexuals I ever encountered or was ever with, they said the absolute opposite of what you said. Yet you're the first one to say that, oh, I can have sex. I don't mind. I don't have a problem with having sex with women, but I can't connect with them emotionally. It's almost always the opposite of that with bisexual men, in my experience. Usually they say that they don't mind having sex with a man, but they don't connect with a man the same way they do with a woman. That's the usual. I mean, it's a spectrum, so it could go either way, I suppose. But usually, the bisexual man, his primary relationship is with a woman. His secondary sexual encounters with a man. I met many of them who have sex with men, but do not feel connected to them in any kind of emotional way. Right? So anyway, I just thought I'd highlight these couple of pointers about J.Wilson, calling these women nags. Some of y'all need some nags. Some of y'all men, some men on the street I meet, I said, this man needs a wife. He needs somebody to show him how to dress. She needs somebody to get his ass out there to go to work every day. A lot of men need a woman. Whether you call her a nag or whatever you call her, without her, he wouldn't be shit. Your problem is you're not attracted to him. So you perceive them as being nags. I just want you to take me out. I just want you to kiss me. You don't kiss me enough. Oh, I just want you to, Inside of you, you're saying, yuck.